Hi, I'm Cathy Harding here with Erika Howsare. She's got this week's cover story. It's about Dominion, which is the energy company that most of us get our energy from in this area. And they have undertaken a campaign to promote some of their environmental measures, but you see it a little differently. Why don't you tell us about that and tell us about some of the research you did for the story?
Okay. Well, I just think it's interesting to look at some of this company's green programs. They've got a green power program, and they installed a smart grid in Charlottesville last summer. Got a lot of nice press about that on the one hand. And then on the other hand, to look at some of their larger, wider impacts in Virginia and other places, including a lot of support that they give to the coal industry here. So by way of looking into that, I went down to Wise County, where there's a lot of mountaintop removal coal mining that happens, and also Dominion is building a new pretty big coal burning power plant there. It was very controversial. It's about half built right now. So I got a first-hand look at that. It was all pretty interesting to see.
Some of your descriptions are, to use a word, somewhat grim.
I think that's fair to say, especially when looking at the mine sites where it's such a beautiful, wild mountain kind of place, and every other mountaintop has been scraped off and pushed into the valley below. It is grim. There's no way to put that back. So it's makes quite an impact when you see that.
And certainly living here, I mean, we hear complaints about the kind of residential development and sometimes commercial development that goes onto the mountainous and foothill land that we have here, but it's nothing comparing to what you saw when you were in Wise County.
No, and that really struck me when I was there, thinking about the poverty that's in that area, and how in a wealthy place like this, our mountains are so valued, and you just can't ever imagine this kind of thing happening here.
Yeah, it's a really good story. It'll probably make you think a little differently about the power company. Of course, we would love to get your comments, so leave them here on C-VILLE.com. Send a letter to the editor. I'm Cathy. I'm with Erika. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.